there we go. This is basically the inside of this place looking done, which is just super awesome to kind of see things, especially like the kitchen over there. I like the look of that. Hey guys, welcome back to Gemma and my hardcore survival in the 1.18 experimental snapshots. In this episode, we're going to be actually doing something with the interior of our house, starting a farm, and of course, overall just trying to survive. Of course, I have my room here that we built in the last episode, and Gemma has her room over there. I think she actually has some sheep trapped in here for some reason. Between episodes, we've gathered a little bit of supplies to do this with. And also Gemma decided to make a small farm here, and I think a villager actually got trapped in here, which is pretty funny. I guess he thinks he's one of the animals, I'm not sure. Anyway, so we're basically just going to move this stuff in here, and of course make ourselves some decorations as well. I want to kind of take our house in here and kind of split it into 6 sections. There's 2 of the sections will be my room and Gemma's room, and in the middle here we're going to have something like the kitchen, dining room, living room, and the storage room, something like that. I think that's kind of what would work best. But either way, so basically, for those I'm going to, of course, need a lot of wood, just all kinds of different things. Something I wanted to make, which I think would really improve the look of this, is to make a bunch of paintings. So I think we'll just make 6 paintings, should be fine for now. So if we're going to start with the kitchen, we're going to basically want our furnaces, as well as maybe anything that could possibly look like a kitchenish item. Something I've thought always does look like something from a kitchen is the barrel item, so that's a really cool item. We can also get some of these smokers that just popped up here. These look pretty good as well. Blast furnaces don't look so much like something from a kitchen, so we probably won't use those, but that could look fine. So basically, if we get ourselves a whole bunch of slabs like this, then we can use those to craft barrels, and the more barrels we have, kind of the better it's going to look, because I found that barrels do look something like a kitchen cabinet, which of course is a really cool thing to have. So we'll make like 9 barrels, something like that, just a nice, good number. And of course we can also get ourselves anything else that might look something like a kitchen, including maybe some trapdoors or something, so we can make ourselves a bit of that, just overall some nice general items and things. So some trapdoors could look good. And maybe a couple of these for countertops. If we have any diorite, which I'm not sure if we do, we have 8 diorite, that's fine actually. If we just make those all into polished, then we make some polished diorite stairs, that could come in useful as well. So basically what we can do is we can just kind of throw that up. I think the kitchen can go here. It doesn't really matter where each of these rooms go, they should all be about the same, and they're not really rooms anyway, just kind of parts of an open plan house, which is kind of a cool differentiation. So if we kind of go like something like this, and I guess we'll want a crafting table because it's kind of a traditional thing to have there, and we can kind of have this as like a countertop, like looks pretty good. Then we can use these above this because sort of like your air vent as you have in most kitchens. And we can use the barrels as kind of counter storage like that. And we could possibly have just kind of throw these around here. I'm not sure if that would look good up there, maybe. Yeah, they should look fine like that. Just kind of some above their storage, which looks good. And they should probably face out too. I think that would look pretty good. But yeah, basically just kind of make a nice little bit of a kitchen here, which would look good. We can get ourselves these trapdoors and the pressure plates. We can put the pressure plates there like stovetops. And we can put these here like an actually opening stove, which is cool. That could look good. I think we'll keep the furnaces open just for accessibility there. We can actually get ourselves 2 buttons. In fact, actually we'll make a couple more buttons. We'll make a couple more buttons here, so maybe 4 more buttons. And we can place these here like this. And actually if we crouch like this, it kind of looks like ways to open up those. That looks pretty cool. Alright, that looks awesome, and we can also maybe put a little bit of a picture in here somewhere. Let's see if there's a nice picture that would look kind of appropriate back here. Not sure, it's actually interesting how they go right behind there. But that actually looks really cool. It's a nice little compact kitchen. I like that. If we can put a little something there, that looks awesome. That looks really nice. So we would actually make some more paintings, and the nice thing about paintings is they're a really good way, in, especially in early game, to add some really easy but nice looking details. So we do have some sheep here and some wool because of that. So we'll make a whole bunch more paintings, or at least 3 more there. Okay, so the next thing I want to make is a little bit of a dining room, which I suppose would be made out of spruce wood or birch wood, either way really. We could do something with birch possibly. Just, is the floor birch? The floor is birch. So actually, let's do something with spruce. So what we'll do is we're gonna, that's not the way to craft planks, I want to craft some planks, which is this way like this. And we'll get ourselves some stairs like this. 12 stairs should be fine. We'll make ourselves some signs. That could be really good. And that should be fine for the dining room. We also have, let's see here, I think some bricks here, which could be useful for some flower pots or something like that. I think Gemma wanted to put some flower pots around here, like for instance on a kitchen table. So if this is the kitchen, we're probably going to want the kitchen table to be maybe like adjacent to it, like over here. That could look good. So we'll kind of have like a booth-like seating in here, all like this. And then we can basically have the table that people will eat on, sort of like this. And of course, we're going to have to kind of fix the way these are laid out like this. But it could be a nice, kind of a nice kitchen table arrangement. Something like this that's hopefully not too much in the way. If you want to just move there, Gemma, that'd be great. But yeah, just something kind of like this. And then we'll just kind of strip all this to make a kind of fancy looking table. And we can put some other chairs kind of around here like this. Actually, that kind of gets in the way a bit, but maybe what we can do is if we make this a bit thinner, that flower looks good there though, a bit thinner like this, and then like this, we can probably just, oh, there goes my shovel, we can probably just put one chair there like this, and, or maybe we can go like a chair here, and then get rid of this, and have it like two separate chairs. That could look pretty good like that, and we can get ourselves some signs. Oh, that's not where we can put the sign. We'll put a sign, that's not actually there either. I will put a sign like this. Looks like it's almost bedtime too. And we may as well also make ourselves a axe once we go to sleep. But I also want to do some stuff inside of these rooms as well. Let me just quickly grab myself, what was it we wanted there? I wanted to get some, I'm not sure, but either way, what we'll do, and we can also put like a sign there. That could look good. And I guess we can go to sleep here in just about a minute. Should look good. I wonder if some signs would look good there. Maybe. Either way, so we'll go to sleep here. And I always like it how it kind of notifies you how many people are sleeping. Quite nice. But anyway, so that's looking pretty good except for these signs. And we'll make ourselves a new axe. That's what it was. So we don't really have enough iron to make a new iron axe. But stone axe isn't a horrible thing. And I hear something moving. I want to make sure it's not a creeper or something that would unfortunately end this. And we may as well make a hoe while we're at it by quickly getting ourselves some planks. Because we are going to need that for a little garden we'll make later on. But anyway, so there's that. That's looking pretty good once we just kind of sort this out a little bit here, like this and like this. We can kind of just put some signs on here. We don't want to really type anything out, so there's that, just like that. And we can kind of put a sign here like that, without it typing out, hopefully, and a sign here like that. And I don't actually think the signs really look good on the edge here, so we'll get rid of that. But what could look good on the edge here is some trapdoors. So if we actually just, I want to see what this looks like. Might not look good, but it should look fine. So if we go like this, and then put all these down, we have something like this. That actually looks pretty good, yeah. So we'll just go like this. Or even better, what we could do is we could just put them on the side of the window, and that would make it so it just looks like it's some sort of shutter on the window or something like this. But yeah, that's actually looking pretty cool like that. And we'll make some over here as well. Thankfully, we do have a lot of spruce wood, so we can use a lot of that for that, which is awesome. And we can just make ourselves a whole bunch of the trapdoors if we can find them. Here they are. Like that. That should be awesome. So we'll kind of go like this and like this, and like this, and this is looking pretty good there. I actually really like the look of that. Really kind of completes the window, so it doesn't just stick out on the side like a sore thumb there. So there's that. That's looking pretty good. I wonder if we get a few pressure plates that are birch and we put them on the table, it might look a bit like plates. That could look good. I'm not sure if it'd look precisely like that, but that's a general idea. So that would just be like this. That's just two. Maybe we could do a couple more than that. So maybe like, let's see, like this, and like this. All right, there we go. And we can put those out there like that. That should look good. So something sort of like this. Does that look good? Yeah, it kind of does. I think it'd look better if we maybe just had like one or two. So like maybe something like this and like this. Doesn't really make sense, but I think it looks pretty good. So there we go. What else can we do here? We can possibly put some of these on top of there. Does that look good? No, I don't really think it does, because I think this is kind of like the top of it anyway. But there we go. Okay, so now we have a storage room to do, and a little living room. That'll be very similar to this, but just with a different style. So we'll do something with oak, just because we want to kind of make things look a bit different. So we'll get ourselves some oak, and we're going to make ourselves a whole bunch of oak stairs, like this, and also some oak slabs, like this. And that'll kind of be the main room's chair and table there. Let's see what we can make the chairs out of. Maybe something we haven't before. I guess we could do spruce chairs again. Kind of what we just did, but you know what? It'll kind of make sense. because then it's not just pure oak. We could do oak, but it kind of is like the chair and the table will look the exact same. So anyway, we'll go like this, and we'll go like this. Alright, that looks pretty good, and then we can get ourselves, let me see, some storage room stuff too. So that could basically just include all of going like this, and I guess just getting ourselves some more wood from in here that we've collected, like this, and just making a whole bunch more chests like that, so that's perfect. Alright, and we can make those 2 rooms in here as well. So those 2 rooms looking pretty good so far, just nice little rooms. We can also go over here, and we can do the storage, let's do the storage room here. So the 2 places with the tables are a bit further apart from each other. So we can do the storage room over here. And we basically just include a whole bunch of chests, basically lined out just like this. So we can just have a whole bunch of storage, like that. We might even have to put them in front of the window, although I don't really want to. But yeah, it doesn't look very good. So if we go like this, we can probably just move them so they don't go in front of that. What we can do to make up for it is we could put something like barrels right above the window. So just like that, and that can kind of be some of our storage. We don't need like a huge storage really. We're not really super far along yet. So actually that works out pretty well. And we can, of course, put some paintings up maybe on the side here. Actually, that works really well. I like that kind of nice little touch there. And there's something very interesting about the look of this, and then this, and then this. It looks very 3D or something. I'm not sure the right word for it, but that's pretty cool. So there's that. And over here, we can make ourselves a very similar looking seating area, which would basically just be like this, and then like this, and then again, kind of a similar looking table. But the table will be like this. And I was actually going to do these with a different type of wood, but if we go like this, and then go like this, we can kind of make striped. That looks pretty cool. I think that's actually awesome. And we'll, of course, make these 2 ones go in like we did before, because then it's kind of just something interesting. We could even make it look super interesting by making ourselves a couple of the... looks like I'm actually dying of hunger right now, which is funny that I forgot that, but I will just eat that before we die by lack of food, because we don't really have a lack of food. Anyway, so we're going to make ourselves some spruce, if it comes up here, actually birch, slabs like this. And right over here, we're going to get ourselves some birch slabs placed down on the center here, and it kind of look interesting if we have a different color of wood every time. Let's see how that looks. It actually looks like really kind of a fancy seating area. I like that a lot. I wonder if we could use this wool for something. I'm not sure. But anyway, we can basically do it like this. Does that look like a fridge a bit? Vaguely. Well, we can just keep it there. So what we can do is we can also go like this. And make ourselves a little bit of a place there. We could put a flower pot on there possibly. And of course, what we're going to do is have a nice big painting up here like this. There's the wither. We can do something. Okay, it's the wither every time. Let's see if we can do something a little bit different here. We can have like this kind of interesting looking classic one there. Always wants to do the same ones, doesn't it? We can kind of just fill it in like this. That's fine, I think. Okay. So then what we can do is we can get ourselves some materials to make ourselves a table. So I was thinking a spruce table. And basically we would just kind of go like around here like this. It'll take a minute to kind of figure out, but basically it's just going to be a thing where these are going to go up like this and around like this, and then this is going to kind of go over. It's going to be a coffee table, kind of a small table, so it also kind of varies it from the other one. But Gem, if you want to put some flower pots on top of this table in here, that'd look great. We can also get ourselves a light in that table. I have some lanterns. I'm not sure if a lantern would really look good on there or not. We can kind of put a torch there, and basically that's looking awesome. So what we can do is we can get ourselves these paintings, and we can put a painting up here. That would look good. Something like this. Yeah, that's fine. And then maybe to finish it up, we can just kind of put a painting up here. Yeah, that looks actually super awesome. And now we do have these 2 lanterns, and we do not have enough supplies for some chains, but we do have some supplies for some fence posts. So if we quickly make ourselves a bit of a fence post thing here, with this and with this, just like this. Me manually crafting it here. There we go. Some oak fences should look fine. We can make a small chandelier, kind of, not really a chandelier, but just kind of a hanging lighting. So we can kind of go like, let's see here. If we put one here, we could kind of go up like this, and then go 1, 2, 3, and then the light there. Is that too low? That's not too low at all. We actually have a very high roof, so that works well. And over here, again, the same thing. Is that kind of where it is in the... Right there, yeah. So we can go 1, 2, 3, and we can go like, let's see here again, that would be there. So then that would be here, 1, 2, 3, like this. All right, perfect. And we can just break that with the stone axe, and we can have a nice little bit of hanging lighting there. Not like it really matters, since I doubt we'll be really going to bed with, not going to bed, so because of course we want to be safe, but I think that's really looking nice. I think this middle area here is looking good, so that's awesome. And this area over here, I guess Gemma wants to work on. I do have a few library bookshelves that I got from the villager library, so we can grab that. Looks like we have a bit of an armor stand here. Maybe we could throw that up in my room. That could look good. And we'll just quickly throw together something for my room. So we have this, really everything we could use. Maybe I'll just make myself some flower pots here if I have some clay. I do not. Okay, that's okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here and we're going to make ourselves a nice little thing. Gem, if you have a couple of flower pots I could have, that would be great. But basically, we're going to get ourselves a nice bit of a bedside table out of the bookshelves here. And also, you can have 2 bookshelves for your room there if you want that, Gem. I threw them over there. So what we can do is we can move our bed kind of to nearly an edge, not quite, but something like this. And then we could even sleep next to a window, possibly. That could be good. Like that. And I think I will have it on an edge like this. And we can go like this, and then we can have a bit of a bedside table, sort of like this. That looks pretty good. Yeah, that's fine. And we can have the flower pot and also a bit of a light here, so a bit of a torch there. Should look good. And we can put a birch sapling in the flower pot. And then we can kind of decorate the rest of this with maybe some barrels. Barrels would look good. Let's see what we can do here with some barrels. Just a couple barrels look like a bit of a dresser or something like this. Go like that, and then we can get ourselves some buttons, or maybe some birch buttons could look good. So go like this, like that. That looks awesome. And we can go like this and like this. And we can kind of get ourselves maybe another flower pot on a bit of a interesting little wraparound table there, which is good. And we can get ourselves that armor stand that I grabbed from out there. So we'll just grab this, throw that up about there, get ourselves that, put that on there. And I do actually have one item frame, a singular item frame, and I can put it up somewhere here. I'm not sure exactly where, maybe right above my bed like that. And we can probably put something in there in a minute here. Looks like it is about time to actually sleep in this room we're working on, which is kind of cool. Oh, we can make ourselves some carpet. That would be awesome. Make a bit of carpet here. We could actually put that kind of down on the floor. I'll put the torch back in a second here. And we can actually get ourselves some discreetly hidden lighting, which would be cool. See if we can go to sleep first. We can, which is good. If we get some hidden lighting, that could look really good. Which is basically all you have to do is put down a torch and then get some carpet and just put the carpet over it like this. And we can kind of have a nice little bit of a carpet there on the ground. I like that. That looks cool. So this place is basically done. I don't think there's much else to do here inside. One thing else to do, now that it's kind of done inside of here, one thing I want to do too is quickly divide this so it's completely like a nice doorway to get in and out of my room. So we'll get ourselves the same door we're using everywhere else, which is the spruce door. And we may as well do the same thing with the trapdoors. So we'll just quickly craft that like this. And then we'll get ourselves a bit of oak wood, which I think I was using for that. So we'll grab this. And with these supplies, we should be able to just make a doorway into my room. So something like, let's say, I guess the hallway could be part of my room. Why not? So we could go a bit like this. So that look good. Like that there. That's cool. And then we can get ourselves these. And go like that. Is that going to work? No, that's not going to work. I think we're going to have to go like this. So get ourselves some of this. I was about to try and pick block on there, but I hadn't actually crafted it yet. Anyway, we'll go like this and like this. And then we'll grab these and go like that. And we'll grab this. And we can kind of put that there and just get this to be kind of looking cool. In fact, if we get ourselves our axe out, break this, and then actually get ourselves... let's see here, I guess some of these oak stairs and go like this and like this, sort of like that. If we kind of break this, then replace it over here. In fact, we can even keep it like that a bit open. No, this doesn't look too good. So if we go like this, actually though, break this and replace it like that, we can have this really nice kind of slope up. I really like the look of that. Looks awesome. So there we go. This is basically the inside of this place looking done, which is just super awesome to kind of see things, especially like the kitchen over there. I like the look of that. But to quickly finish up before we're done with this episode is to quickly make a 10-second farm. So what we're going to do here is just get some crops growing for ourselves because of course we don't want to starve to death or any such thing. I may as well just put a couple things down here. I might just put a sign here real quick. Something like, we could put the maybe I'm not sure where we can put the sign, but maybe we'll just put like here and just go I craft MC's room like this. That looks awesome. A bit hard to see, but that's okay. Okay, so we can get ourselves a water bucket. We don't have a bucket yet, so we'll just quickly craft one. Super quick with our bit of iron. It is kind of a waste of our iron, but we do need a bucket, so we'll just grab that. Like this. We have this and this, and we'll just grab everything we can possibly plant. So these wheat seeds, the potato, and the carrots here, and also these wheat seeds here. And then we'll get the bucket here, and we will get the bucket in the water over here. And yeah, I don't think there's a nice little easy pool, so we'll have to technically run down to the ocean here. In fact, maybe I'll just run down to the ocean and be right back in a flash. All right, I'm back in a flash, and all we have to do here is just kind of take this and space it out. So let's say like from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and go like this. Throw that in here, and then kind of go out like this, and basically make ourselves just kind of a nice little area to plant our seeds in. Because it's just kind of going to be nice to have a quick and easy to get to garden, especially since if the garden is quite close like this, it'll grow when we're inside of our house, which is a nice thing, because then we can of course have ourselves just some crops that'll always be quickly growing. So we'll just finish tilling all this up here for a nice little garden, quickly plant ourselves down some seeds. So we have some wheat seeds, we have some potatoes, and we also have some carrots. And we can just throw those in here too. Definitely will help our animals to be able to be bred with this, of course. And I think potatoes, I'm not sure we can use them for in terms of animal breeding, probably nothing. But anyway, we can throw all these in here like this. And we'll kind of separate the crops like this so that, of course, we can remember which ones are which as they grow. And we'll kind of go like this for now. That's looking awesome. Yeah, basically, I think this whole house overall is looking awesome. Of course, there's always more things to do, but I think, you know, in terms of just making a nice little house, I think it's looking really cool. And of course, we have our nice room in here. Overall, of course, lots of nice stuff. Maybe we'll put the bucket up there, because why not? We'll replace it with something nicer later. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed watching this video with Gemma and me. If you did, make sure to comment, like, subscribe, share, all these things that help my channel and this video, because of course these videos take a lot of time to make, and I appreciate your support. I'll see you in the next episode of this series, and have a great day. Goodbye!